Are you ready for the best teenage drama of the year? Seriously, am I the only one who thinks this would make an amazing film, the kind that gets a solid 5.5 rating on IMDb? For those of you who aren't in the loop, let me break it down for you. In December of last year, Bhad Bhabie started posting stories on Instagram about how Alabama Barker stole her baby daddy. And that's where the drama began. This led to Bhad Bhabie dropping not one, not two, but 3 diss tracks on Alabama, trying to milk this drama for all it's worth. But we'll get to that later. So what exactly happened here? Bhad Bhabie and Alabama Barker used to be friends. They spent a lot of time together. Meanwhile, behind Bhad Bhabie's back, Alabama secretly started dating her husband, Levon. Alabama initially denied everything, but then made a statement that changed everything. She said, "I didn't know you guys were still together," which basically confirmed that something was going on, but this teenage drama wouldn't be a true masterpiece without a problematic cast and terrible production. So, let's take a look at our main characters. The main players, Bhad Bhabie is the girl we all first met on Dr. Phil, where she became famous for her "Cash Me Outside, how about dat" moment.
Catch me outside, how about that?
She was 13 years old at the time, and for some reason, people found her entertaining enough to help her build a rap career. She became one of the most successful female rappers, or at least in a different version of this story. What actually happened was that as soon as she turned 18, she launched an OnlyFans account, making more money in one day than anyone else on the platform at the time. Her rap career always existed in the background, but never produced anything truly significant. What did make headlines, however, was her relationship with Levon, her then husband, with whom she had a child. Later, it came out that Levon had been abusive towards her, which should have been a massive red flag. But apparently it wasn't big enough to stop Alabama from getting involved with him, nor was it enough for Alabama Barker to keep her distance. Instead, she decided to fight for him, even though they weren't even together anymore. This brings us to our antagonist, Alabama Barker. To be fair, her involvement in this drama has less to do with the situation itself and more to do with how she carries herself. Alabama is the daughter of the legendary drummer Travis Barker, who just 2 years ago married Kourtney Kardashian. Yes, that Kardashian. One of the richest families in the world. I'm mentioning this so you understand where Alabama comes from. It helps explain why people find it frustrating that someone who grew up with every possible advantage, wealthy father, even wealthier stepmother, tries so hard to act like she's from the streets. And it's even worse when the person she's feuding with, Bhad Bhabie, actually did come from that background. That contrast made this drama even messier, with the winner practically decided from the start. This also pushed some important aspects of the story into the background. The real issue. The first thing that absolutely deserves criticism is the man at the center of this mess, Levon. And also the way Bhad Bhabie framed this situation, accusing Alabama of being a homewrecker. That's like calling the guy who put Ted Bundy in the electric chair a murderer. Levon is a terrible man who abused Bhad Bhabie, someone she should have stayed far away from. Alabama didn't swoop in and destroy some happy family like certain people have done. I'm looking at you, Ariana. To be clear, I'm not saying Alabama did the right thing. Getting involved with Levon behind Bhad Bhabie's back was shady as hell. But the accusation that she stole him and ruined something meaningful is ridiculous. What's certain is that Alabama isn't the innocent angel she tried to portray herself as. As someone who was close to Bhad Bhabie and had been in her house multiple times, her "I didn't know you were still together" excuse doesn't hold up. Even if they had broken up, knowing they had a child together should have been reason enough to back off. Taking your friend's ex, whether it's their current boyfriend or their past one, is just betrayal, plain and simple. And if Alabama had really done nothing wrong, why would she feel the need to defend herself so much? The diss track saga. At this point, Bhad Bhabie had enough of the back and forth, so she did what she does best. No, not post another OnlyFans picture. She dropped a diss track on Alabama Barker titled "Overcooked," the first of many. And to be honest, it was terrible, completely unlistenable. But in it, she made some serious allegations against Alabama, including claims that she had slept with multiple rappers and was allegedly pregnant with Tyga's baby before getting an abortion. Alabama and Tyga both denied these claims, calling them nonsense. That's when Alabama fired back with her own song. Surprisingly, it was actually listenable. Even though the music video and her behavior in it were painfully cringe, it was still leagues better than "Overcooked" from a musical perspective, which was a shock considering Bhad Bhabie is supposed to be the one with the music career. Bhad Bhabie then took to TikTok, expressing how shocked she was that someone she considered a friend would betray her like this. This led to her second diss track, "Miss Whitman." This time, it was far more direct and overall better than the first one. Even Kanye West got involved, giving her the rights to sample his song, "Carnival." The song even called out the entire Kardashian family, sparking another wave of drama. especially after she posted a clip of Kanye rapping to the song, a part that didn't make it into the official version. But then, for some reason, both of them started pretending that the clip was AI generated and that Kanye hadn't actually been involved.
They try to stop me, they stop clearances, everything has been very difficult for me. So anybody asks me for something, I always clear it, but I'm not cool with being put in the middle of all of this at all. So any verse would be going viral using my voice and all that, it's like, I didn't do it.
Which is obviously bullshit. Either way, the hype was real, and at that moment, Bhad Bhabie completely destroyed Alabama, the drama without an ending. But in a better movie, that would have been the end of it. Instead, just like every Lost episode, this one had a pointless sequel. The social media feuding continued, with both sides repeating the same arguments. Then, out of nowhere, Alabama's mom got involved.
I'm just telling you that my daughter is not a fighter. My daughter is not a fighter, but I am. Tell your daughter to leave my daughter alone.
She stated that her daughter isn't a fighter, but she is, and that she would personally fight Bhad Bhabie. Bhad Bhabie took this seriously and invited her to actually fight. At some point, Bhad Bhabie's own mother got involved too. At this point, the drama had gone on far too long. Alabama had already turned off comments on her social media, while Bhad Bhabie was still milking every last drop of attention she could from the situation. She even released another diss track, OG Crash Out, just to keep the hype alive. And let's be real, Bhad Bhabie is the one benefiting the most from this.
Hey y'all, here's how you buy bad tokens.
Why this bitch obsessed with me? I just don't understand.
She was already famous before, but people had mostly forgotten about her. She wasn't trending. But now, everyone's talking about her again. Before this, nobody even knew who Alabama Barker was, but now, she's a name people recognize. Still, there's no denying that Bhad Bhabie is getting way more out of this than Alabama, but not all marketing is good marketing. The real issue here is that these are two very young girls who are only relevant right now because of this drama. And the real reasons this whole thing started have long since faded into the background. Now it's just about keeping the hype alive. But what do you think? Are you entertained by this chaotic mess? Or do you think it's all just pointless and unnecessary? Leave your thoughts in the comments below.